Should we tell them the last thing that we might be hoping for in 2023?
Sure. We would love to start a family.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back.
And Happy New Year.
She's excited.
Happy 2023.
That's very cheery.
Yes, because 2022 is over. That is reason.
And here's to 2023.
Here's to 2023.
Cheers to 20.
Oh, we should actually have champagne. Should I go get some bubbly?
No.
Happy New Year, everybody. We just wanted to do a 2022 recap video and kind of let you know some of our goals and manifestations for 2023. Maybe not all of them, but some of them.
Yeah.
So, let's go ahead and hop on in with recapping 2022. Dustin has an idea for how we're going to recap 2022.
Yeah, have some questions for us. Some real brain busters.
Just
You ready?
Hide the melatonin. Yes.
Melatonin stresses me out now. I may have taken too much last night. I'm a little groggy. Alright, so first question is, what are we grateful that happened this past year?
What are we grateful for?
Yeah. What am I grateful happened this year?
I'm grateful that we got married and that
you
we
stole mine.
bought this house. Look at it. It's so
She's trying to be
beautiful.
me.
It's such a beautiful home.
If you want to be me, just say that.
What?
That was mine.
We can have the same thing.
Yeah, we're both grateful that got married and then bought this home. Y'all is tired of renting, throwing our money down an endless hole.
1 year he rented and he's
but I owned for 8 years before that, so just being able to own something again that's ours, and we're not calling a woman who doesn't respond to us and fix things. She still owes us money.
She does owe us money.
So, I am grateful for both of those things. I'm a whole husband.
And I'm a wife. Wife life.
Oh my god.
That's actually perfect. Anyway.
What hard things did I overcome this year? In 2022?
Finding this house.
That was definitely one thing.
Oh my gosh.
If you're new to this channel, you need to go back and watch those videos when we were searching. Sweet Jesus.
That was hard.
It was so much. It was just non-stop. Like searching, and then we get our hopes up, and then we'd be crushed.
Yes.
We get our hopes up and be crushed.
It's an emotional roller coaster.
Oh my gosh. Or we would spend like a whole 2 days looking at all these houses and seeing none that we liked at all. We just wasted entire days, like the only days we had off.
Yeah.
It was not.
Traveling. And then we'd be rushing after work to go look at houses.
I don't miss that part of our life.
No.
Yes, I am definitely, that's one thing we overcame was the barriers to finding a new home in the Atlanta area.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think, yeah, I mean, you guys have been around for a while. You know, last year was tough for me teaching-wise. So that was...
Like the first half of 2022.
The first half of 20... The last half was great. But the first half was tough, so I overcame that.
That's what I was thinking, too. I overcame not even a rough class. I mean, behaviors were definitely something that I hadn't experienced before, but just overcoming a year that, like, I wanted to quit teaching. So
yeah. It was forced growth.
Yes.
It's forced growth.
Yes.
Sure. What did 2022 teach me?
2022 taught me that you can plan all you want, but God has the last word.
Facts. Facts. In every regard.
Yeah, in every way.
In every way.
This house, my career,
Our wedding.
and my health.
Yeah. This has been a lot.
Yeah. What about you?
The importance of being, I don't even know what word I'm searching for. Resilient?
Mm-hmm.
Like I had to be, like it taught me resiliency.
Being able to bounce back?
Yeah, it taught me resiliency because I had a lot to bounce back from.
I like that.
So, it taught me resiliency. That's good.
That is good.
Wow.
And we've had to do that. We've had have to be able to bounce back. So
these are on the fly, by the way. We've not really looked at these questions.
No.
So this is
I literally don't know what he's about to ask because he's the only one that has the list. So.
And I got the list and I took a screenshot and I was like, I think this could be good, but I didn't really look at the questions, so we're finding out. Who positively impacted my life this year? My wife impacted my life. Bars.
No way. Oh my gosh.
Took her a second.
Yeah, I would say for sure Dustin has positively impacted my life. I also feel like my students this school year have positively impacted my life simply because it's made me fall back in love with something that I thought like just wouldn't be a thing that I enjoy ever again.
I feel like we both experienced like in different ways, but like the same thing, because it's the same thing for me. Like my students this year, if you're watching this video, you're probably creeping. They made me enjoy it again. Like I feel appreciated. I feel like I'm doing a good job. So my students did, and honestly, a few of my coworkers too. A few of my coworkers, like just good people that are supportive, and I feel like they've definitely impacted me as well. So
I would agree with that for you. I mean, my coworkers are great, but like you have had some good connections.
Yeah. Let's see, how am I different from the person I was last January?
How am I different from the person I was last January? I can say most immediately I have had to readjust how I approach life. I think what makes me different from last January is like last January I was like go, 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 achieve, achieve, achieve. Oops, sorry. And I still am. That's just who I am innately. Like I've always been that person, but I definitely think there's more of a like I'm gonna take care of me before the other things. Whereas before I would not take care of me at all because I needed to achieve.
I feel like that's been a gradual thing for me. Like I feel like maybe you're starting to experience like what I tried to make myself start doing like years ago. But I think this year I really did like do just that. Like I forced myself to slow down a little bit because I was tired. And I was like, I can't grind all the time and still be like healthy and happy. Just be tired and grumpy.
See, for me, I didn't even have that realization until I was forced to, until my health literally made me like there's things. We'll get to the goals part later, but there's things that we want to achieve in 2023, and it literally will not happen if I don't take care of my body.
What relationships do I need to strengthen in 2023? Ours. That's one. For me too, I think that like figuring out a way, because like my adjustment to being here and how crazy my schedule is, I didn't get a chance to really go home last year, and so even if I can't go home, I'm trying to figure out like how can I still strengthen my relationship with my family and my niece and nephews, because I do miss them, and it's like hard to figure out if I can't be home, how do I strengthen that relationship? So I do want to figure that out. So my wife and family, primarily. I feel like I get strong relationships with my kids, my students. So.
I don't think we like need to. It's not like we have so much growth that we need to do. It's just that over time we always want to continue to strengthen our relationship.
Yeah, I think that like beginning part of 2022. Yeah, it's 2023 now. We like were consistent about like a date night. Like every week we had like a date night, or even if it wasn't like a date night, we did something. And then the latter part of 2022, like because of how crazy life was with school starting and buying a home and everything else, like. That wasn't as much. Yeah, it wasn't as much of a priority because other things were like just taking all of our time.
Literally.
So I think that getting back to that would be good.
Yeah. For me, I think it's like relationship. Is it that you want to work on or build? What is it?
What relationships do you need to strengthen in 2023?
I definitely think relationships with like. My family, like my cousins and my brother. I just don't really talk all that much because I have my own anxieties and things like that. But those are definitely some things I'd like to work on. And probably my friends too. I could do a better job with my friends.
Keanna overthinks everything.
Yeah.
She's a pro.
If I get anxious, I just abort mission.
Yeah. what do I need to start doing? So the next three are like, what do I need to start doing, stop doing, and keep doing?
What Dustin needs to start doing is getting good sleep.
That's facts.
You're
not much better, but
But I will leave Dustin up to get sleep. Dustin will not go to bed without me. And I don't typically work that late anyway, but if I'm trying to meet a goal to go to bed by XYZ time and he's like, well, I still gotta pick out my clothes, I'm gonna go to bed.
I mean, I feel like I got better about that, the working late side of things.
Yeah.
Last year I was not good at all about it. Think about how many times you left me up last year. I'd be up to 1:30, however late, been in bed for 2 hours because I'm still working on stuff.
Yeah, you are better about that this year.
And I try to not even have to do too much work here, really.
Yeah.
For the most part, I'm just trying to maximize how much time I have at school to knock stuff out if I can. It's just still by the time I get home and work out and eat dinner, it's still late.
Yeah.
But anyway.
What do I want to stop in 2023? I know what I should want to stop, but I don't really want to.
Oh, I can guess what it is. What is it?
What do you guess?
Probably all the junk food you eat.
That's what you think?
And overthinking?
No, I was thinking shopping.
Oh, that too. But Lord Jesus, if you saw our doorstep every day of the week.
It's not every day.
We need to have our own personal delivery people because...
I'd be down.
Oh my God.
Okay, stop. What do we want to stop? And what do we want to keep doing? Keep growing financially, emotionally, physically. Well, not I don't want to get, muscles, I'm not trying to get overweight.
Oh my God. Oh Lord.
What do you want to keep growing?
My muscles.
Or doing, sorry, keep doing.
Keep doing? I think I said that already. I think that I want to keep prioritizing, our time. Finding ways to not be so consumed with work that we can, live as well.
Yeah.
We're both workaholics. She's probably worse than I am, but...
I get joy out of it. Mine is by hobby. Yours is not.
Just by job.
I don't have to. I just enjoy it.
What's one small thing I can do to get 1% better every day in 2023?
Small thing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Part of me is it could be something as simple as drinking more water. But
this has been a goal for the past 3 years.
I didn't make it a goal for this year.
Because it's been a goal for the past 3 years.
And I was just
How many of those bottles have you bought now? She always buys these big water bottles. This is going to get me to drink more water.
I don't always buy these water bottles. I have one water bottle that has the time on it. One.
That has a time, but you're like, well, if I have this other big bottle, then maybe I'll just drink out of that more often.
I do drink out of those often.
At night.
And I take them to school.
She doesn't drink enough water. For me, I think, we already said sleep. I was saying the other day, we need to eat more fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
We don't eat enough. It's not meal-wise, no, winter break we ate like trash.
We did.
It was so bad.
But we had no groceries and we were going out of town.
I definitely gained weight over break.
You think so?
Yes, not good weight. We ate garbage. But normally we eat decent meals for the most part. It's just we don't eat enough fruits and veggies on the daily. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. And then the last question is, what is my why? I think our future. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think how is what we're doing now building a better future for us, and if we start a family, how's that ensuring that we all are comfortable and happy and
yeah, that's definitely my why too. My why is being able to live a life where we don't feel constrained. There's obviously going to be different parameters within all forms of life, but just not the stress of having to choose to do this or this and not being able to do the things that fulfill us because of financial constraints, time constraints, different things like that. So I genuinely feel that I work my butt off because when I have children, I will forcibly be slower. Like, I won't be able to grind like this. But also, if I have these systems in place, it will allow me to be hands off later and still live the life that we want to live. So,
I hear systems in place a lot.
Hmm?
I hear systems in place a lot.
You have to systematize your life to make it flow.
So,
I like systems.
Those are the 11 questions.
So that's the recap of 2022. So let's talk about some manifestations that we have for 2023. We have a note on our phone that we shared, and these are just some things that we're going to be working towards.
We went to Starbucks back in my hometown because we wanted coffee, and then they didn't even have the coffee we wanted. So we're like, let's sit, because the drive-thru was insane. Like, let's sit and jot a few notes down.
Yeah, so we have like some financial goals, some family goals, and then like house goals, and then just leisure goals, I guess you could say. So some things that we want to do in the house is we want to have built-ins in our living room this year. Behind
where the camera is right now.
Yeah.
Like, we're looking at the TV, and on either side, it's just bare. And so, like, the TV's a decent-sized TV, but it looks really small because the wall's so big. So we want to, like, just kind of, and it's going to, like, I don't know, add another dimension to this space.
Yeah.
And so add that in, it makes it look more, homey and dimensional. So that's one thing for the home.
Another thing that we want to do in our house is add some accent walls. Are they called like board and bantam or something?
I have no idea. Basically, like texturize or like with dimension. Like we add in I don't think we've shown them, right? Like we put a new light fixture in our like flex room or media room.
Bar room,
not media room. Like our flex room is like our bar room now.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's more modern than what we call the you-know-what light. And so, we want to add an accent wall in there, and then where else?
Also our bedroom, behind the headboard. Yeah, or behind the bed.
Again, just making the home more homey, I guess.
Yeah, and we tried to be realistic with our house goals. Like, we're not trying to do the whole house next year. And this is just, like, we kind of have, like, checkpoints. So, like, the first half, maybe the living room we'll focus on. And then the second half, we might focus on the accent walls or finishing our bar room. But other than that, we don't really have too many other house goals because we'll be here for a while. So, yeah. And then we want to do some things like get outside more. We used to go hiking a lot more.
Yeah, like when I would fly in to visit, especially when we were here in Atlanta, I would visit, and like on the weekends we would go hiking on like a Saturday morning or a Sunday afternoon, and we don't do that really ever anymore.
Yeah.
So we did that over, was it Thanksgiving break?
Yeah.
It was like abnormally warm.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just nice to get out and get fresh air.
Yeah.
So I want to see more like just places I haven't seen too.
Yeah. We want to do 3 dates per month with a total of at least 36 by the end of the year. For those of you that can't multiply 12 by 36. Well, we are trying to do SMART goals. So, like specific, measurable,
something,
reachable, blah, 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 attainable. So all of these goals pretty much have a date or a number associated with it, so we can literally like check off when it's been accomplished. It's just that we don't necessarily need to share all that with you guys.
Yeah, and like just even like the dates, it doesn't have, like we said, doesn't have to be like out and about or anything, but just even like a date night and something.
Mm-hmm.
But
we also want to go on at least 3 trips this year. We're thinking to celebrate our anniversary. I turned 30 this year.
Whoo, she old.
So
she a cougar.
That.
I'm only 24.
Yeah, no one believes that.
Y'all believe it?
No.
Drop it in the comments.
No.
Your boy's 24.
No. Plus. Like,
minus another 4 years. I'm 20.
Plus
she's a cougar.
12.
She can be a whole decade older than me.
Yeah, no. And then we have some like definite goals that we'd like to reach here on YouTube, like grow our following. We also we have a huge running list of video ideas now. So another goal would be to just be more consistent. You guys know that 2022 is probably the least consistent we've been since we started. And it's one, because we got married, we bought a house, we started a school year. We're in the midst of all of these changes.
Yeah. I think really the last 6 months is like, because the first half of 2022, like we maybe weren't like, we might have missed a video here or there, but this last 4 months, it's just, we have no time.
It was so hard.
We've had no time.
We've been intentional. We're trying to be intentional about being consistent. So we have a running list, and now we just know what we need to work towards. It's so nice to be able to like check off, like have the idea there, so that part, the hard part, is done, and we can just simply check off, get it done, get it ready, or whatever. But if you have some other video ideas of what you'd like to see throughout the year,
drop them in the comments.
Definitely let us know. But we'd like to just grow here with our Instagram. I mean, not Instagram. We'd like to do that on Instagram too. But our YouTube community, just being back present and sharing consistently. And also just reaching out and partnering with other brands that we love for ourselves or for our home that we would love to be able to share with you. We'd love to be able to do more of that this year as well. Should we tell them the last thing that we might be hoping for in 2023?
Sure. We would love to start a family.
We would love to start a family.
So
we're hoping for a pregnancy in 2023, which is so crazy to think about. But in December, I did find out some really hard news about the start of our family, potentially. And so that just won't be as simple as we thought it would be. No, I know. So that is a big lesson that we learned in 2023. Just like knowing that like you can have a plan, but sometimes things just don't go according to that. So we have to have a lot of goals in place so that we can try to make this happen for us. That's why I have to be sure to take care of myself, but we also need to make sure that there's money in place to help ensure that these different health aspects can happen. But that is our main goal of 2023. Oh, I didn't mean to get emotional. It's very hard, but yeah, that's what we have for 2023. That's what we'll be manifesting and working towards for 2023.
Yes, ma'am.
But yeah, anyway, we will be more consistent. We're looking forward to a gentle 2023.
That's her word, gentle.
Yeah, one that doesn't test our strength. I feel like we tested our strength a lot last year, and we're just really hopeful that... honestly,
not our relationship strength.
No, like...
yeah, like our...
mental strength.
Yeah.
I was telling my friend this the other day. Like, I really just kind of hope that 2023 is boring and plain. I won't be mad about it, just to have like a easygoing, calm year. I mean, aside from the pregnancy, like if that were the big event of the year, that's great. But we don't really need much else. Like just a couple trips. You know, like
what was that place?
Just regular
a couple trips.
Just regular, you know, not stressful life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Anything else?
I think that pretty well covers it.
All right. Well, you guys let us know in the comments like what goals you might have for 2023 if you're comfortable, of course. And we will see you guys next week. Yep. Next Saturday. And we actually mean it this time. All right. Bye, guys.
See ya.